can't believe it. I can't believe it. Football, bloody hell.
Hello and welcome to the final whistle. It is a very disappointing, depressing, fuck all evening. मेरे साथ है निश्ता एंड रौनक. वेलकम टू द फाइनल विसल यू टू. क्या बोलेगा यार रौनक, चल तेरे से शुरू कर दे. तो यूएस रिटर्न है तो लेट्स ब्रिंग यू बैक टू द हार्श रियलिटीज ऑफ लाइफ. तेरा हॉलीडे खत्म हो गया. योर 3 words फॉर टुनाइट्स गेम.
Fuck bro, क्या बोलूं मैं honestly.
क्या
I
बोलूं
think-
मैं? I think those are the 3 words.
क्या बोलूं? I think that's better.
निष्ठा, your 3 words.
Disappointing, depressing, hopeless.
यार ये तो ऐसे लास्ट फाइनल विसल का
हाँ,
रीस्ट्रीम लग रहा है मेरे को.
But what to do, man? Do back-to-back defeats at Old Trafford and no intention, no intensity, nothing. और क्या ही बोले यार? एक बात बताओ, if they are not putting in any effort in their gameplay, why should I put in effort thinking of like
New
words to describe them?
करेक्ट
Like,
है, एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट है. गाइस आई फील गलती अपनी है. And there is scientific thesis to go along with this. Now, a lot of people I know, a lot of United fans बोलेंगे यार Rashford was not up to the mark. Pratyush Singh has already commented before we
Yeah.
started the live. Pratyush Singh has commented. So, thank you for the chat, Pratyush. He said Rashford's alternate season syndrome is back. तो ऐसे बहुत सारे फैंस बोलेंगे कि यार रैशफोर्ड इज़ नॉट प्लेइंग वेल. बहुत सारे फैंस बोलेंगे यार ब्रूनो बहुत रंडी रोना करता है, तो यू नो ही डजंट फोकस टू मच ऑन हिज गेम, ही जस्ट फोकस ऑन फाइटिंग विद द रेफरीज. कुछ लोग बोलेंगे कैसिमीरो स्लो, कुछ लोग बोलेंगे इंजरीज बहुत है, कुछ लोग बोलेंगे एरिक टेन हाग इज नॉट वर्किंग वेल विद दीज प्लेयर्स. All those things, all valid opinions. I don't agree with most of them, all valid opinions. But I feel the real reason, and I think that ये जो चीज़ है वो एरिक टेन हाग को सुननी चाहिए. आई थिंक एरिक टेन हाग नीड्स टू स्टार्ट वॉचिंग द फाइनल विसल स्ट्रीम सो दैट ही गेट्स सम टैक्टिकल एनालिसिस फ्रॉम अस. मेरे हिसाब से, एंड दिस इज़ माई साइंटिफिक एनालिसिस, मेरे हिसाब से हम लोग ही पनवती है. क्योंकि हम लोग जब भी फाइनल विसल का स्ट्रीम प्लान करते हैं ना, तभी यूनाइटेड हगता है. ऐसे बकेट भर टट्टी अपने सामने ला बैठता है यूनाइटेड एवरी टाइम, एवरी ब्लडी टाइम. The last 2
job
times.
छोड़ दे.
हाँ, the last 2 times. कैराबाओ कप 3-0 सेम ऑपोजिशन. मैंने मैच भी नहीं देखा, हम लोग ने स्ट्रीम भी नहीं किया. 3-0 क्लीन शीट भी, 3 goals also. और अभी क्या?
I genuinely feel like this is just like a therapy session because
Yeah.
क्या ही डिस्कस करने का. There is like Ronaq and I before the live we were discussing, but there's no cohesion.
Yeah.
Like, what do we even analyze? There is
Yeah.
nothing going
There-
on. There's a bunch of idiots running around. That's it.
करेक्ट है. आई डोंट थिंक इस स्ट्रीम में हम लोग कुछ एनालाइज करने वाले. इस स्ट्रीम में लाइक यू सेड ये ग्रुप थेरेपी सेशन होने वाला है. बट रौनक, एक्चुअली चल ना यूनाइटेड के बारे में बात ही नहीं करते. रौनक, तेरा यूएस का ट्रिप कैसे रहा वो बता. आई थिंक टुनाइट
Crazy
लाइव
trip.
स्ट्रीम इज गोइंग टू बी अबाउट रौनक इन यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स.
So ये शर्ट भी वहीं से खरीदा. Now I'm regretting it.
अच्छा शर्ट है ये, मेरे को भी चाहिए, मैं भी खरीदेगा. अभी तक लिया नहीं है. ये मेरा erstwhile फेवरेट शर्ट था, द लवली पिंक away jersey that we had.
Some great memories with that one.
Huh?
Some great memories with that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, especially
Yeah.
in Paris. It was a
In
lovely,
Paris,
lovely.
that night in Paris.
Yes.
बहुत.
But yes. तो हाँ यार, I mean, चल let's do our jobs.
Yeah.
And that we are not getting paid for, but let's still do those jobs and try.
I just
and
want
analyze.
United to pay us with like good performance, but that's too much to ask for.
That
Clearly,
is,
like
but that is literally all that we are asking for यार. हम लोग को एक ढंग का अच्छा, positive, happy, जहाँ we are talking about how good our team played, we are talking about a victory, 3 points in the bag, climbing up the league table. ऐसे points discuss करने वाला stream करने का opportunity तो दे दो ना यार. Please.
मैं समझ गई है क्या करने का. Let's just go and tell this entire squad that every Premier League match is actually a cup game.
Yes.
But
Actually,
they will show up for that somehow.
I
The same opponent days ago, you slapped them, and today was just like the exact opposite. How? Why? Just,
it's I think the game that I didn't see, the one against Crystal Palace only in the Carabao Cup, I feel like with this game, because I was watching the game also, we were planning final whistle also, I think United ने decide किया कि यार we'll go back to type, क्योंकि same pattern था. पहला 20 minutes, amazing pressure. You can't say anything wrong about those first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Everybody was pressing. Amrabat was pressing from the back. Bruno and Højlund and Rashford also were pressing from the front. Mount was also playing really well. We had 86% possession in that overall first half, but definitely more so in the first 20 minutes. इतना सारा पोजीशन, उससे कुछ घंटा नहीं किया, सिर्फ चटनी बनाया अपन ने, क्योंकि एज ऑलवेज पहला 20 मिनट पास होने के बाद आउट ऑफ नोवेयर अगेंस्ट द रन ऑफ प्ले क्रिस्टल पैलेस गेट देयर फर्स्ट एंड ओनली शॉट ऑन टारगेट और उसका गोल बनता है.
It is mistakes, sir. It is mistakes. वो free kick वहाँ पे देना ही नहीं था अमराबाद को. At the line, there was absolutely nothing going to happen there.
Yes, absolutely. Kunwar Vikram Singh has commented 20-minute FC is back, which is absolutely correct.
Arey,
Which is absolutely correct.
summary man.
Over
Harsh
the
Bed-
entire game, I feel like even across the season, this season especially, we are trying to play out from the back a lot.
Yeah.
Especially with Onana also coming in. I don't think we can do that.
Not yet, no. Not with these
हमने
players.
कोई भी टीम हो, any fucking team, 3 players, just वो लोग का
Yeah.
front line starts putting pressure and we can't deal with it.
Yeah. एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग कमेंट है हर्ष बैद से. वी पास साइडवेज सो मच फर्स्ट 20 मिनट्स, क्रिएटेड नो चांसेस. दैट इज द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट दैट आई वांटेड टू टॉक अबाउट, बिकॉज फॉर ऑल द पोजेशन दैट वी हैड, अब बहुत सारा पोजेशन था, देयर वर सम नाइस इंटरचेंजेस बिटवीन द प्लेयर्स, पर उसका कुछ हुआ ही नहीं यार. हम लोग आगे बढ़ते हम उन लोग का लो ब्लॉक देखते हैं, पीछे पास करते हैं या साइडवेज पास करते हैं. देयर वाज नो अर्जेंसी, एंड इवन इन द सेकंड हाफ यू थॉट दैट चल ठीक है, द आइडिया वुड बी कि सेकंड हाफ में यू गेट एन अर्ली गोल एंड देन यू आर इन अ ग्रेट पोजीशन टू विन द गेम, क्योंकि सारा गेम तुम लोग ही डोमिनेट कर रहे हो, बॉल तुम लोग के पास ही है. यू आर द बेटर प्लेयर्स, यू आर द बेटर टीम. These guys are just protecting a fluke 1-0 lead that they've gotten. But I couldn't see urgency in these players till about minute 75.
And that has been the case for so many seasons. Like it is astonishing.
It
Even
is
with different managers, there's times in the games that we just lose intensity when we need it. हम लोग हार रहे हैं, we are maybe at a draw with a fucking Burnley or something, and हम लोग को 80th मिनट पे realize होता है कि भाई हम लोग को मैच जीतना है.
Yeah.
And that is just not okay. Like हम लोग का team, we are just waiting for that 1-0 only. के बाद से 1-0 हो जाएगा and we'll fucking get the 3 points and we'll move ahead. There's no desire to score more. There's no desire to fucking really impress on the pitch.
Yeah.
क्या बकवास खेल रहे हैं यार.
पर मतलब it was also a case of the desire is to play good football, which amounts to absolutely nothing. Sorry, Nishta, you were saying something.
Yeah, no, I was just completing your sentence. It's amounting to sweet call.
Amounting to sweet fuck all.
क्या चाहिए तुमको? You gotta like fix your problems. No, prioritize what problem needs to be fixed and go over there.
Yeah.
It's not like we are living in the Louis Van era where you are like, oh fuck man, football देख के नींद आ रहा है. नहीं चलेगा मेरे को. Sleepy football is fine. Boring football is fine as long as you're bringing home the 3 points. And it's starting to get problematic now because 7 games in, we've got 4 losses.
Yes.
Where are we going?
7 games in, 4 losses. We are 9 points away from first place. We are 6 points away from 4th place. It is not a great position to be in. The only positive that I can think of, okay, and it is very hard after a performance like this, because even while watching it, मैं भी इतना disappointed था. And the funny thing is, okay, ये अभी personal story time, personal anecdote time. सुनो बच्चों, आओ मेरे साथ, sit around in this circle. So my wife lived in London for like 10 years, okay, and now we've moved back to India. तो वो जब भी लंदन में रहती थी और मैं भी बहुत बार उधर जाता था उसके साथ रहने के लिए, तो वो रहती थी क्रिस्टल पैलेस में. ठीक है, तो मैं आई रिमेंबर एक टाइम था जब मैं गया था, उसको मिलने गया था, तो हम लोग क्रिस्टल पैलेस में रह रहे थे और यूनाइटेड का गेम था, तो मैंने टिकट्स लाए थे MUSCM मुंबई से ही. बाय द वे, प्लग फॉर MUSCM मुंबई. इफ़ यू वांट टिकट्स फॉर होम गेम्स यू कैन अप्लाई थ्रू यूनाइटेड सपोर्टर्स क्लब मुंबई. गो टू द वेबसाइट एंड फिगर आउट डिटेल्स. नो बट सो आई गॉट द टिकट्स फॉर माई वाइफ एंड मी. ठीक है, और हम लोग क्रिस्टल पैलेस से गए मैनचेस्टर to watch Manchester United get beaten by Crystal Palace.
What do you think back then?
Till date, my wife has not stopped giving me shit about that. और आज भी I started watching the game. My wife comes and she sits on the sofa. She sees the score line. We are 1-0 down, and she's like, I don't mean to jinx anything, but you remember the last time when we watched a Crystal Palace game together? What happened? I was like, यार, अभी तो क्या बोले अभी? It's ridiculous, right? It is absolutely ridiculous. Now, let's talk about individual players, though. Let's start off with Amrabat because first Premier League start for him, playing in an unfamiliar left back role. उसने बोला है कि यार मैं किधर भी खेलूंगा, मैं गोलकीपर भी खेलूंगा. तो आई लव द पैशन, बट भाई तू जहाँ भी खेल रहा है तू ढंग से खेल. That's the only thing. He was very passionate. He was very energetic and everything which we know and we expect from Amrabat anyway. But like you said, Ronak, very correctly, बहुत सारे mistakes किए.
उसको 3 बार तो येलो कार्ड मैं ही दे देता अगर मैं रेफ होता तो.
silly tackles, unnecessary tackles. Got caught in possession a couple of times as well.
Yeah.
Like there was that one free kick that Crystal Palace got in the second half, which was just outside the box near the byline.
Right.
मेरी गांड फटी
फटी हुई थी.
क्योंकि that looked like a set piece that Crystal Palace would convert and it would be bye bye. घर जाओ, सो जाओ, कुछ मत करो. It's ridiculous.
It is. And I think हम लोग का है, मैंने स्टार्ट में भी दूसरे हमारे MESM के दूसरे वीडियो में भी यही डाला था कि our entire game will be based in the midfield battle.
Yeah.
And even right from the beginning, although we did win some midfield battles, but across the game we lost many.
Yeah.
So many through balls through the middle. Eze was just running haywire across the game. अगर वो लोग में थोड़े अच्छे प्लेयर्स थे, थोड़े better finishers होते ना, they would have finished the game with a higher and a better score line.
Correct.
And we can't say the same for that, like for us, because हम लोग ने तो एकदम टट्टी खेला है.
Correct. Absolutely. I'm just going to go over to the comments for a bit because
I feel Mount had a genuinely good game.
Yeah.
He was unlucky to not get on the score sheet. He was unlucky with couple touches to go here and there. थोड़ा होता है first touch यार बॉल लगे थोड़ा दूर हो गया first touch. Couple things like that, but he had an overall solid game.
Yeah.
But as a team, when you just can pick out one player who had a solid game, it really doesn't affect much.
Yeah.
हमारा पूरा टीम ने अगर अच्छा नहीं खेला है तो then कहाँ जाएगा कोई भी.
No, I mean, when Amog was saying ना एक positive अगर निकल सकता है game के लिए, my one positive is exactly that I feel like Mason Mount is actually growing into the team थोड़ा properly.
Right.
And he had क्या बोलते हैं, he had a sense of urgency.
Correct.
I could see. फिर उसके पास था, like I felt like he was the only one who like turned up, especially in the first half का
Right.
bits and pieces. Even second half for that matter, but like. Yeah, like you said, it amounts to nothing if he's not surrounded by the players having that same sort of urgency to move things ahead. Like, abhi Bruno का बोल सकते हैं, say it's the same thing, that guy is doing the same damn thing. He's doing nothing wrong as such.
Yeah.
It's just that उसके आगे क्या? There is no finished product. There is nothing happening.
Correct.
One thing I want to talk about is Højlund. He's been very positive. He's been making them good runs. He's been, mixing up the defenses. He's, tussling, making space for himself. But our team is not used to playing with a good fucking number 9.
Yeah.
He had zero service. एक खाली डालो वहाँ से बॉल डाल रहा है, खाली fucking right back अपना.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is our entire midfield? Where is our, wingers?
Wingers का exactly.
No service to him.
Absolutely correct. Like every time I saw Højlund make a great run, हम लोग through ball डालते ही नहीं थे, हम लोग sideways pass कर रहे थे. Like it is so frustrating to watch because I'm expecting these elite level footballers who are paid upwards of £100,000 a week to play the most basic passes. पर नहीं, उन लोग को sideways possession ही रखना है. Now, I don't know if this is something that has been coached into them or if it's something that they've just decided to do this themselves.
It's been years that we've been like sideways, back pass, side pass, all of that stuff. When every time the momentum starts to build and we encounter one fucking defender who puts in a good block, back side. This has been the case for ages now. So like if you're saying it's a coaching issue, it's ingrained in our DNA now. Like it's been that long. Like
this is literally what I was about to say. हॉयलैंड के जितने अच्छे एट्रीब्यूट्स है ना, ये सारे टट्टी प्लेयर्स जो उसके आसपास है ना, उससे कूट के निकाल देंगे. Eventually even he'll get frustrated by making those runs because it's hopeless, right? After a point, अगर उसको मिल ही नहीं रहा है वो service, then he'll fucking try to get into the game in a different way.
Yeah.
Dude, Haaland is the most old school United player that we've had in a very, very, very long time. And Ronaq's right, dude. मार के हम लोग उसको United player देंगे. It's not nice. I can see the light dimming and the live from his eyes. It's not nice, man. And I know it's a little premature, but because we are talking about Haaland, please, Rashford, मैं तेरे पैर पड़ती हूँ. Think of him as a child in need. If you need to, he's a child in need of service. प्लीज सर्व हिम डूड. मैं आके तेरे को नाइट फूड मैं देगी मैं
उसको खिलाओ रैशफोर्ड, उसको भी खिलाओ थोड़ा. नो ओके, सो I'm going to go over to the comments क्योंकि काफ़ी सारा इंटरेस्टिंग चैटर हो रहा है अपने चैट्स बॉक्स में. राहुल डैश इज सेइंग फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल डुप्लीकेट पेप गुजराती हो गया मैं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल डुप्लीकेट पेप शुड बी सैक्ड. ही इज एन इनकॉम्पिटेंट मैनेजर, अनेबल टू मैनेज प्लेयर्स एंड ऑल्सो डिडंट गेट एनी विजन टू डेवलप टीम. Also, he didn't have any proven track record. चलो ये ETH आउटब्रेकेट शुरू हो गया भाई लोग. This is I completely disagree with that, Rahul. क्योंकि
I do too.
क्योंकि चल निष्ठा, you also make it 3 out of 3. You also disagree.
I'm 100% disagree.
Okay, चल just making sure
that was enough.
No, I the reason why all three of us disagree also, and guys chime in here, is because he is a tactically very good manager. And unlike a Mourinho, and I've said this on the corner flag also, where just take Mourinho and Conte at Spurs, for example. The reason why it didn't work out for them at Spurs and it didn't work out for them at United also, by them I mean Mourinho only, is because they are very good tactical managers, yes. But they are more about themselves. They are more about the persona of Mourinho and the persona of Conte.
Correct.
In the middle of that circus, what the club needs, what the club deserves is completely lost.
That is honestly literally what I was about to say, that Ten Hag is what we need at the moment.
Correct.
He cannot be 100% right. उसका हर एक decision A1 नहीं हो सकता है.
Correct.
But in the long run, I think he is going to be the man to lead us into better times.
Absolutely, because he's tactically very sound. He has the ability and he has the experience and he has the guts and to change things around when he needs to. He's open to playing different formations as the squad that he has demands, or as the opposition that he's playing against demands. And I feel like tactically speaking, I don't see any fault in what Ten Hag is doing. Also, man management wise, I know there are a lot of questions asked about how is he dealing with Sancho. हाँ, क्योंकि वो 3 बजे ट्विच पे फीफा खेल रहा है भोसड़ी का, तो ऑब्वियसली ना.
एंड लास्ट पूरा सीजन नहीं कंप्लेन था ना. लास्ट पूरा सीजन इतना अच्छे से रखा सैंचो को, प्यार किया.
Correct.
He was a supportive manager who was standing up for Sancho, and suddenly he's doing the same damn thing, expecting Sancho to like pay back for everything that he did last time.
Yeah, so
he's a bad manager. So
if there is any United fan who's saying no, Sancho is correct and Ten Hag should go out, सीधा प्लीज निकल जाओ यहाँ से.
नहीं चाहिए. earning 350k a week.
Yeah,
350k a week. चूतिया क्या भोसड़ी का.
रौनक एकदम भावुक हो गया.
but Ten Hag का the Ten Hag outers, first of all, इतना नीजक होने का कोई जरूरत है नहीं. Secondly, I do, have you guys considered thinking about how our older managers after Alex Ferguson would have reacted in the same situation at the moment with the 100 million injuries that we have and repeat injuries that are happening to people like Martinez. The fact that people like Sancho are unwilling to like play along the team game. The fact that we've got so many scandals going on in this club at the moment.
Yeah.
How would a Mourinho or an Ole have reacted to that? Like Mourinho would have been another thoda, like
would have been a different scandal only.
I swear, exactly. ऐसे तेल उबल रहा है उसके ऊपर पानी का छींटा है. Like Mourinho is that, and like Ole for that matter, whatever said and done, he wasn't very flexible with his formations and the
Yeah.
You know, the teams he would put out, how would he have
He
dealt
wasn't
with
tactically
the situation?
sound. Ole was a good man manager, but he wasn't
But he wasn't
tactically
tact-
sound.
Good
correct.
tactical
Correct.
man, exactly. So when you're saying Ole out and everything, please थोड़ा सेंस यूज करके सोचो पहले हम लोग कहाँ पे थे अभी किधर आए हैं एंड इफ यू वांट Ten Hag to leave, who will you even replace him with?
Yeah,
Like, you want
exactly.
somebody who's
Correct.
a good man manager and a good tactical manager at the same point, trying to make the best out of this absolutely shit situation that we are in. Please, यार थोड़ा तो
I
sense
mean,
करो यार. We've got bigger problems to deal with.
I mean, exactly the number of problems that Ten Hag had to deal with since his start of the United managerial career is crazy. Like Ronaldo saga, then our fucking form has not been the best. We got Casemiro, अपना Glazers का scenes हुआ. Like just so many ups and downs, and Ten Hag is trying to maintain a standard at the club, which is, I mean, little up and down with regards to the players. Also, we have like Sancho and all. But I see that there's a culture building, and like even last year Rashford 45 seconds late tha, but he was still benched because that's the rules that the manager
Correct.
has placed, and even he knew that मैं 45 seconds late too, I will be benched for the next game. So that is set of a standard and culture that is taking some time to build, but it is definitely in progress.
Correct. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is a culture that is in progress. And just to add to that, I want to just highlight एक और comment जो आया है राहुल डैश again. I said, but Sir Alex ने 8 डिफेंडर खिला के भी आर्सेनल के अगेंस्ट जीते थे.
Sir Alex यार अलग है.
Sir Alex है भाई.
एक ही question है. At what point in his United career did this result happen?
Correct.
Was it in his second season at Manchester United? Or was it in his 13th season at Manchester United? वो एक बार सोचो. Even more, exactly, right? The reason why that happened is because he is a manager who instilled that culture in that club. He created it from scratch, and he made the club a model in his own image. ठीक है? तो after he retired, it has been a free for all. कोई भी कुछ भी कर रहा है बैठो. And what we are seeing, and what Ronaq and Nishta have also just right now said, is that Ten Hag is building that culture, और वो culture building में time लगता है. But with the examples given by Ronaq and Nishta, like the Rashford punishment for being 45 seconds late, like how he's dealing with Sancho, like how he got Ronaldo out of the club, he is setting the standards. Now it is just about the players understanding that is what the culture of this club is going to be.
Correct.
And I'll tell you what, उसको 3 साल का contract दिया है. If everybody backs the manager, regardless of what the results are, as long as he has not lost the dressing room, which at this point he has not,
Correct.
like Mourinho had, for example, right? As long as the results might be a little poor, but as long as the fans are backing the manager without even a hitch, and as long as the owners also see that the fans are backing the manager and keep Ten Hag in the job and give him like more time. Klopp को देखो यार, Klopp found success and built that culture at Liverpool after how long? You know, there are still memes of Klopp's, I think, first or second season where the entire Liverpool team was celebrating a 2-2 draw against West Brom. It's a hilarious meme.
West Brom, correct.
West Brom. Hilarious था वो, hilarious. बहुत Liverpool fan की गांड मारी हम लोग ने उसके वजह से. But the point is, because that happened, because he got the team together in a draw against West Brom,
Right.
they started believing that they can do more. They started believing in each other, and that culture was created. Ten Hag is doing the same thing here. We have to give him patience. लेकिन अपना fan base तो बहुत ही ऐसा ही है ना. नहीं
Reactionary max, man, always.
Reactionary max. तो उसके बारे में भी थोड़ा सोचो भाई लोग.
And I mean, let's really not discount our injuries. Yeah, the style of play that Ten Hag does,
Correct.
that Ten Hag plays with, you know, a high line of defense, rotating fullbacks that really play wide.
Yeah.
We need our top players. We need our Lisandro Martinez. We need a left-footed centre back.
Yeah.
That is so critical to his system.
Very, very critical.
Exactly. So I'm like results आएंगे. It's really not that far. थोड़ा हमारा players वापस आएंगे तो results will be around the corner only.
Correct.
But
And speaking about injuries, the other thing that I want to add, just speaking about injuries, is yes, we've got fucking now 3 left backs. Even the backup left back signed on loan, वो भी injured है. मैं बोल रहा हूँ, ये जब भी से हम लोग ने वो आर्सेनल के डॉक्टर को हायर किया है ना, वो अंदर से ही चुगली कर रहा है. I think Gary O'Driscoll is doing some next level agent work. He is being full double agent for Arsenal. पर ये मेरा conspiracy theory. But I just going back to injuries.
Adding to this injuries वाला part only. when Jurgen Klopp had come to Liverpool and they changed their style of football to their high octane high energy level footballs, they had
Never.
lots of injuries in the first 2-3 seasons because the players को भी that training methods, that level of intensity को adapt करने में बहुत time लगा था.
Correct.
Now they are gradually getting into a place where all their players are at that level that they can play that football.
Correct.
But it will take
Correct.
time for Ten Hag to have all these players at that level.
Correct. And the other positive is, with all these injuries that we have, we're playing Amrabat at left back. Bruno is dropping deep to help out the defense. Mount has also, and for however well he played today, let's also remember that he's also come back from injury. It's not like he's fully match fit, right? So Højlund is also coming back from injury. He's not fully match fit. He's also a new signing. So there's a lot of these factors. और ये सब factors होने के साथ भी overall, I felt the performance tonight was decent. It was unlucky that Crystal Palace scored when they did, and again, like, that was a goal that nobody could have done anything about. Maybe the clearance from the corner should have been better, but it was just one of those freak goals. जो मार दिया उसने, तुक्का मार दिया, और he hit it. One shot on target, like we said earlier, and it went into the goal. The problem is, we are not seeing how the team has played with the injuries that we've had, and they look like a team. There were times under Ole also where I felt like, yaar, these guys don't look like they're fighting for each other. What desire you could see. It's unfortunate that we were at the end of a 1-0 loss.
Yeah.
But there are still some positives, and I feel like the more the team gets into it, the results will come. And I just feel like the only disappointing bit is, यार 7 game week हो गया, अभी तक हुआ क्यों नहीं?
Correct.
More comments that are coming in here. Varun Yavagal has commented a bunch of things. He has said, agree with you guys, fully support Ten Hag, but what do you think about Rashford not playing well and Eric Ten Hag not even subbing him? He was subbed at the 70th minute for the first time. That's his first thing. And the other question is, what do you guys think about Amrabat at left back? I think Lindelof should be right back, Lado left back, and Amrabat as centre mid. Okay, let's go to the first question. What do we think about Rashford's performance overall?
I'll start. Rashford, पहले हम लोग ने उसको जब वो striker खेल रहा था, we defended him a lot.
Yeah.
Saying that he needs to get back out on the wings.
Yeah.
That's his favored position. He needs a space to run behind the opposition.
Yeah.
And where is that? We need more output from a 24, 25-year-old guy who's been playing at this level for a really long time.
Yeah.
He really needs to step up his numbers. And now he has all the things. He has a good fucking left back generally behind him. Shaw rehta hai ya Malacia rehta hai ya Reguilon is also good. Even Amrabat was good only today.
Yeah.
He has a good left back behind him to support him. He doesn't always have to fall back.
Yeah.
All he needs to do is beat that fucking सामने वाले team का right back.
Yeah.
100 out of 100 times, or at least 5 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
How else are you going to get the ball in?
Yeah.
You be more decisive with your dribbling.
But I feel like overall, he's a joy to watch. Like, I'll be very honest. He's one of my favorite players at United. Has always been one of my favorite players. And whenever he gets the ball on that left wing, I feel like he can create something. Like, even now, in the form that he's in, मेरे को लगता है कि यार ये कुछ कर पाएगा. ये कुछ भी हो सकता है अभी. He's able to beat his men. And the only unfortunate thing is कि उसका decision making is just dropped off a cliff. And that needs to be worked on. That needs to be worked on in training. The only excuse that I can give is, yaar, he's also just started playing with Højlund, so he doesn't have that link up just yet. But yaar, I'm salivating at the thought of when these two actually figure that connection.
Hit top form, correct.
और वो होने वाला है because they are both very intelligent players. Keep faith in Rashford.
Yeah.
Keep faith, and this is for all the fans who are asking about Rashford, and some fans who are calling him Trashford, which is a name that I absolutely fucking hate. तो प्लीज़ अगर तुम उसको ट्रैशवर्ड बुला रहे हो तो ऐसे कूद जाओ, जहाँ पे भी हो वहाँ से कूद जाओ, बिकॉज दैट इज जस्ट रिडिकुलस. यू डोंट नीड टू डू दैट. मार्शियल को गाली दो, रैशफोर्ड को हाँ, मार्शियल को गाली दो.
सबिंग रैशफोर्ड किसको लाएंगे उसकी जगह पे?
करेक्ट. That is also there. No, एक तो फीफा खेलना प्रेफर करता है, दूसरा तो अल्टीमेट फाइटिंग चैंपियनशिप खेलना प्रेफर करता है. तो it's a little tough to figure out who's going to replace him.
Nothing to add more about the whole Rashford thing. It's just I really wish he would stop running into 3 defenders and freezing.
Yeah.
Like his decision suddenly, uske aankhon ke samne, they suddenly start wearing a red jersey and then he's hitting it at them directly.
Yeah.
Not passing to the. Hoyland is making such beautiful runs, man.
Yeah.
I really, really wish, like Rashford was. This Chuck the India movie is not working at United. He's just pass na yaar, just pass it.
Correct. Absolutely. Right. We are going to have to start wrapping up very, very soon. So I feel like just closing comments are that. I'm sorry, प्रशांत का comment आया है जो बहुत funny है. Martial is greater than Rashford because Ballon d'Or clause. वो clause expire हो गया thankfully. So there we go. I feel like
hype that happened when it came in and everything, and I just cringe now.
I mean, his start was phenomenal, bro. He dropped Spartan Squirtle, scored
Yeah,
a goal at the stretch, and it was all fucking hunky dory.
it was great.
Although Rashford, like his debut goal on Arsenal and that big screening that happened in Mumbai and all of that stuff, वो भी
Correct. Acha, so just to end comments, it's disappointing that we lost 1-0, but there are positives. Very few positives, but there are positives still. I feel like next game it will get better. ये उम्मीद तो जारी रहेगी. But also, I feel like, guys, when all else fails, बस याद रखना कि Wolves beat Man City, so we have something to celebrate about this weekend. कुछ तो है. So small victories.
ऐसा हो जाता है. When last year Brentford beat us, I think वही weekend पे Aston Villa or someone beat Liverpool.
Yeah.
So again we had some cover.
Yeah.
No, I don't know how Wolves bitch Pep Guardiola every time.
Every
time.
year it's a Sirat Molyneux, literally.
It's great, whatever it is. I'm like, see, we are celebrating because Man City lost. Arsenal fans are celebrating because Invincible's record is still intact. So overall, I think it's a great weekend for everybody. Everybody has something to cheer about. Don't let this affect your weekend too much. कोई stress नहीं है, आराम से जाओ. 10:30 बजे है. एक drink पी लो. Get into bed.
Yeah, I mean, also to put things into perspective, we are never going to win the league this year.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Let's just focus on progress and hope with the progress soon.
Yeah, exactly. All right, thank you everybody who joined in for this Final Whistle live stream. Thank you to everybody who chatted with us in the comments box. We're very sorry कि हम लोग सबके comments को नहीं ले पाए क्योंकि काफ़ी सारे comments थे और हम लोग भी हमारी बकचोदी करने में काफ़ी मग्न हो गए थे. So but we'll try and react to as many comments as we can in future streams. Thank you Ronaq, thank you Nishtha for joining us as always, and we'll see you after the next game on the Final Whistle. Hopefully, fingers crossed,
with a win.
We'll get to talk about a victory.
Yes.
क्योंकि the one victory that we've spoken about was 3-2 Nottingham Forest, and even that we bitched about because we went 2-0 down.
Oh, we were अच्छे से नहीं जीते. Just give me a win now. बस मेरे को यही चाहिए.
Exactly. So please United, please हाथ जोड़ के बोल रहे हैं. Please next game Final Whistle के लिए give us a victory. 1-0 भी चलेगा, but just keep us happy. Let us actually be celebrating a United victory and not a City loss.
Guys, before we wrap up, talking about something to cheer about for everyone, and everyone's got something. Liverpool's got a red and Spurs have scored, so enjoy.
Nice.
Who scored for Spurs?
I don't know yet.
Madison man.
अरे मैंने मैडिसन को
Son, यार मैंने नहीं लिया Son को. I had the fucking money to buy him.
Oh, Son scored?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he did. Yeah. अच्छा, FPL के लिए guys, FPL के लिए Animesh does a separate show. So we will leave the FPL chatter to him. फिलहाल के लिए हम विदा लेते हैं, as Amitabh Bachchan says. Shabak hair and all that nonsense. Thank you Ronaq, thank you Nishtha. We'll see you on the